Michael, I know you're into music.
Yeah.
By 1959, Cuba had developed 600 different genres of music.
I didn't even know that right now. So look at that.
600. You know, Plato said that you could always tell the magnificence of a nation by the music it generated. The fineness of the soul of a people. Well, then Cuba must have a very fine soul, because look what we've done in the world in terms of music, in terms of vibration. 600 genres of music, from classical to modern to jazz. Look at Cuban art, Cuban literature.
Yeah.
And what was achieved in Cuba? It was tough. I'm not saying it wasn't tough. It was very tough. But independence was the best option for Cuba, for the growth of Cuba. And independence was especially the best option for black Cubans. Literacy rates skyrocketed for the black population after independence. Right? Black Cubans occupied the positions in leadership and politics and culture and society that they should have, and a very syncretic society, right? Very different in many ways. Look, I have no hesitation in saying a black person had a lot more freedom, enjoyed the freedoms of a citizen in Cuba in the 1950s that maybe somebody in Mississippi didn't. All right? So Cuba could stand toe-to-toe with southern states with regards to what it was achieving. What it was achieving in democracy, in literature, in literacy, in medicine before 1959. Well, we had a big issue. We had a big problem, especially after the 1930s, which was that the Army got involved in national politics too many times. At first, the Army did so in the name of social justice, right? We had a president who was a man of many accomplishments, but also a man who did many bad things. Fulgencio Batista, he was a Cuban mestizo, mulatto. He did great things and he did very bad things, right? But under his helm, the Army became more and more involved in politics. And that was something Cubans wanted to end. They wanted civilians to rule the country, and they wanted free elections where Cubans could choose their leaders. And especially after a coup that took place in 1952, that became a more and more pressing issue and problem. The country was growing economically, the country was growing technologically, but it was lagging politically. So Cubans felt that that difference between their economic, cultural, social growth and their political underdevelopment, let's call it that, was too much for them to bear. And so the Cuban middle classes, which was huge, Cuba had the largest, most powerful middle class in Latin America, had the largest, most powerful black middle class in any Latin American country. People said it's time for change. And through a series of mistakes that Batista made, that the U.S. government made, Castro became the leader.